Alright, so I have a new series on my channel now. I'm spinning a wheel of random characters and having them fight each other. And then giving my takes on the matchups, obviously. First matchup we have is Rexy versus Prime Sukuna. I don't think I have to explain this, but Prime Sukuna would one-shot Rexy. Rexy with Rat Wink is like large building level to city block with some very insane arguments that I normally wouldn't even touch with the 10-foot pull. Sukuna could very easily get anywhere from country at most to anywhere from like city to island at worse. There's some planetary arguments off this stupid black hole feat, which is a massive outlier and shouldn't scale to anybody if you know the context of the feat, so don't use it or I will smack you. Next we have Mewtwo versus the Ender Dragon. This one's strange depending on what version of the Ender Dragon and Mewtwo you use. If you use composite versions of both, I think Mewtwo takes it with high diff. In the novelization, or I mean the novel at least, the Ender Dragon is heavily implied to be at least a galaxy buster, if not an outright universal threat. In the gameplay, oh my god, in the games, the plural, there's multiple games canon to the Minecraft timeline, by the way, especially dungeons. The Ender Dragon should just be comparable to the Heart of Ender. She's literally its replacement, and the Heart of Ender is a god that, he's the Heart of Ender. He holds a realm together. So, you can argue universal of that unironically. Even with lower end stuff, I mean, she should just upscale a bunch of magic users and bosses from prequels to Minecraft, which have anywhere from like planetary to Dwarf Star arguments pretty consistently. There's one guy who's literally just going to freeze the overworld. There's arguments for the overworld literally being infinite in size outright, like in lore, which is pretty consistent as it's never stated it's a planet, not a single time. Some people like to argue it's automatically a planet. Those people are dumb. And to back my evidence of them not being the brightest people on the internet, they argued that Elastigirl from The Incredibles has normal human biology, and if you uppercutted her hard enough, you could just knock her unconscious as a normal human being. Because normal human biology means you could stretch your bones and skull, and, turn into like boats and stuff. Totally. These people also didn't know Minecraft Dungeons was canon, yet they were debating me on Minecraft Dungeons. Like, if you don't know the verse, why are you debating about the verse? Anyway, that server sucked. It got hacked like 2 seconds after I joined. Anyway, moving on. Then we have Dragon Ball GT Goku versus Bowser. I don't feel like I should have to go into some of the insane feats of the Mario franchise and Dragon Ball franchise. They're both in the multiversal tiers at worst. Bowser has higher dimensional arguments, higher than that of Dragon Ball GT at least. But even ignoring all that, Bowser just outhaxes any version of Goku so bad it shouldn't be close. The only Goku that has a shot is Xeno if you highball him. So yeah, the monkey's deep fried.